Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right, so I hope you guys have made your selection, and we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have Judgment, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, overall energy, King of Cups, the World, and Queen of Coins. All right, so the overall energy, I feel like maybe you guys are having to move past a person or move on from a situation, especially if you were dealing with an earth sign or a water sign. However, it seems that there's some sort of old energy that is resurfacing. I feel like there's an old situation that is, I don't know if it hasn't been dealt with, because it seems like on one end there's some, there was some sort of closure, but this is almost like a case being reopened. So something, I feel like something ended, but it's resuming, or something had stopped, but it's resuming. So yeah, I feel like maybe something isn't over, or it needs to be re-examined. Now, I do feel too like you're having to need patience, and maybe you're asking yourself, you know, well, what else is there that needs to be done? This has been taken care of. I did this, I did that. And, you know, at this point, it is nothing else that you can do but kind of sit and wait and see what happens. And it does seem like, you know, you're bored. Maybe you're tired of waiting for something to manifest. And then I feel like there is something going on that you thought was over, but it's not, or something has been completed, but, or you thought it was completed. And I can feel like you are starting to run out of patience and maybe starting to give up hope in a situation. Something is starting to seem hopeless. I feel like something's going on where feelings are being held in, and there's a sense of shame or embarrassment. And I don't know, someone might be feeling ashamed of their past, or ashamed of their finances. There is something going on. And if this is not your energy, it could be the energy of someone around you. And it does look too like someone is not speaking up or being vocal about whatever it is that they're needing. So it's possible that you are in need of help, in need of assistance, or you just maybe need to vent, but it's like you're not. You're choosing to suffer in silence. And maybe you're just not wanting people to know what's going on inside of you. And it seems to like maybe someone is, if this is about someone wanting to talk to you, it's like they're trying, but whatever they're doing is being ignored, or, you know, and more than likely it's because of their approach. Maybe you don't notice. This could be someone who is just coming off emotionally immature, or someone who's also too passive. Yeah. So for the most part, though, I just kind of feel like you guys are needing to revisit an old situation. I feel like there's also some sort of guilt in regards to someone's burial. I don't know if there is someone who feels forgotten about or abandoned. I kind of feel like a spirit is coming through, where maybe someone still doesn't have like a headstone, and maybe it's due to finances. Also, if someone had an abortion or a miscarriage, it seems like maybe there's still some lingering guilt about that. It's possible that someone maybe feels like they're being punished. I'm also just starting to feel like maybe in general, someone is starting to feel like, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? What have I done? Can you tell me so I can correct it? So I kind of feel like, I don't know, someone maybe feels like they've been a good person. I did this and I did that, and these are my accomplishments. Can't you see what I've done? I'm kind of getting like this conversation with you and God, or you and the universe. And it's like, I've done this and I've done that. You know, I feel like I've earned this or something. I feel like I deserve something. And it's starting to get to a point maybe where you start to feel like you aren't being heard. You're like, God doesn't care, the universe doesn't care, nobody cares. And I really feel like you could be going through something emotionally and becoming guarded or closed off. Maybe you are starting not to believe in certain things. It does seem like your faith is maybe being tested. You may be getting ready to abandon something that you believed in. I feel that you're starting to feel undervalued. And like I said, I'm starting to feel like this is like a general feeling overall. It could be applied to any area of your life, especially to like career. Maybe something's going on where you feel that you are not being appreciated at work. You've done this, you've done that, but yet your merit or whatever is still in question. And it's kind of like, well, what more do I need to do to get that promotion? What more do I need to do to get some sort of recognition? I feel like you maybe understand your value, but you're starting to feel like your value is not seen or appreciated. Again, maybe I'm picking up the energies of somebody around you. I feel like financially though, like things are still like okay. Things may not be where you want them. And it may start to feel like you don't have enough. It's like finances are slowly growing or coming in, but maybe something is still happening too late. Let's say you did get some sort of a job, but you were out of work for so long or underpaid for so long. Now something's too late. You already fell behind on some bills and you're like, man, okay, I'm making money now, but still I ended up having to miss payments for this, that, and the other. And maybe there's also a need to ask for help. Like maybe you're needing to ask for some sort of assistance and you're like, you don't want to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. But at the end of the day, it's like if you need some help, you might have to ask for it. You also may be feeling like someone hasn't been there for you emotionally, or just kind of feeling like your emotional needs haven't been met yet. Maybe you're in a relationship and you just feel like old issues are starting to resurface. Maybe someone was acting right for a while, or the relationship was peaceful for a while, and then something old pops up. So I'm also, getting like atonement and just like reaping what you sow. Something just seems like it's unfair. So I also get the energy of maybe someone who is wanting to reconcile. Like it could have been a friendship, or maybe you were once close to someone and maybe you're starting to realize something about a friendship that you had. Maybe you've been asking, is this a genuine friendship? Does this person genuinely love me? Something also looks as if someone had been friend zoned and is feeling some type of way about it. It's like this person doesn't view me romantically. This person is viewing me as a friend. And that also could be something that's going on. I do feel that, you're going to start to see something clearly or have some sort of understanding of, or you're going to understand where you stand with someone, or you're going to have an opportunity to clear up something that you thought. So I feel like there needs to be some sort of a conversation. It does seem like maybe someone starts to feel like they wasted their time. I mean, I'm getting like an image of someone who bought some seeds and thought that they bought some apple seeds, and then turns out that they bought an orange tree, some orange seeds, and it's just like, this is turning into an orange tree. You know, I thought I was putting all this energy into having some apples. I looked forward to picking apples every morning. Now this is oranges, you know. So I kind of feel like maybe someone is feeling like, man, I wasted my time. So you might need to look at something from a different perspective. It's just something, maybe an initial disappointment. Only because you thought one thing. Like, it's not bad to have an orange tree, right? It's just that you thought it was apples. I feel too like you are needing to put perspective, like you are needing to view something objectively. I feel like you need to take yourself out of the situation so that you can see everything from all sides. I feel like you're needing to have like a better understanding of a situation. Okay, I do feel that at some point you might see how someone thought this. It's like, okay, I understand why they thought this. Maybe that was me. Maybe I could have done this or that. So it does look like you are going to have to take ownership in regards to something that happened or why something turned out the way it did. In a love situation, I feel like someone is going to realize that their own insecurities got in the way. I kind of feel like somebody is having to step back and review why things didn't work out with those last two people. It's like, why didn't things work out with those last two people? And maybe you couldn't see it at first, but now you're starting to understand why. Okay, so I feel like somebody is looking at a situation feeling like, oh, my plans didn't work. Why don't my plans work? Why don't things work out the way I planned? And I feel like that's what you're needing to understand. I also feel that career-wise, you may end up leaving your job or making some sort of drastic changes. If you have your own business, it still seems like maybe you're getting ready to make some sort of drastic change. Or if you feel underappreciated, I just kind of feel like there's something that you're going to do differently, or you're going to let something go or walk away from something. You also are needing to understand the root of your unhappiness. What exactly is making you unhappy? Like, where is something stemming from? And I kind of feel like you are needing to go backwards. somewhere. You're like, okay, when is the last time that I was happy? When is the last time that I felt secure? Go back, retrace your steps, and I feel like you might need to figure out like where things started to fall apart and figure out what's the most practical way you can change that now. Of course, if this is having to do with a relationship and something that somebody did, we can't worry about what they did. It's always about what can you do. You can't make somebody apologize to you. You can't make somebody pursue you the way you want them to. It's about doing what you can do. How do you take matters into your own hands? So yeah, I feel like you guys are needing to retrace your steps for sure. And I feel like that's going to really help you find a solution. I feel like somebody maybe views you as either cutthroat or, you know, someone who's intimidating. In a love situation, I feel that your love interest is needing to be more direct, more confident. Excuse me, but I also feel that it's nothing wrong with you just kind of speaking into existence what it is that you're looking for. I do feel that the right person will not be intimidated by you. They're going to try. They're going to push forward. Anybody who is not able to attain you or your attention maybe is not for you. So if you've been worried about, well, maybe if I had done this, that, and the other, as far as like, you know, relationship wise, when somebody's like approaching you, I feel like, you know, don't beat yourself up about that. I do agree that something should be like give and take. Something is a two-way street. But to me, based off of what I'm looking at, it looks as if maybe someone felt like you were unattainable. And I feel that maybe that's because that person is not for you. Seems too like maybe you are intentionally closing off energy to certain people, or maybe you're doing something to protect yourself. And maybe you do have your guards up and don't want anybody coming in. Even so, it's up to you when you're ready to let those guards down. Maybe you have a reason, you know, why you don't trust certain people. But once you come to some sort of understanding or, you know, whatever the root of the issue is, that's when you can let your guards down. Yeah. It kind of seems like at some point you are going to try, if that's you, your energy being guarded. I feel like at some point, you know, maybe you are going to be willing to try or open up a little bit or hear what someone has to say. Maybe it depends on your mood though. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that picked deck number 2. Ah. We have Justice, 8 of Coins, 4 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Overall energy, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and 3 of Cups. Okay. Okay, in a love situation off the bat, I kind of feel like someone tried to approach you. I feel like someone directed their energy towards you. They were like, you're the one I want. You're the one I'm interested in. And, you know, they tried. But I do feel like maybe this person either needs to try harder, or this person needs to have more courage. I feel like someone is having to learn about you. This person, in a sense, is still learning how to pursue you, learning how to pursue what they want. I feel like this person isn't like a true hunter yet, at least not when it comes to you. And then applying this to you, it can still apply to if you are like someone that is currently pursuing someone. But if it's not necessarily about pursuing a person, but going after what you want, going after your desires, then I feel like you do still have some learning to do. Like you are still learning how to go after what you want. Maybe there is something that you have not yet mastered. And I see too that there's something that maybe you are going back and forth about or debating about. It's possible that you have some sort of offer, whether it's a new job offer or a new relationship. Maybe you are like weighing your options or just trying to figure out, you know, if you're going to move forward or accept some sort of offer. I feel like career-wise, though, you are accepting a job offer if you've been looking for work or if you applied to a different position. I feel like you're going to start. I feel like you're going to start a new routine soon. And it still looks like there's something going on where you are having to practice. It's something that you're having to do on a regular basis so that you can get good at it. And I feel like something is growing or strengthening. Those of you that are dealing with some sort of trust issues, I feel like that could be one of the things that you're working on. You're gradually allowing people to get close to you, or just now starting to trust again. I feel like something has been like an ongoing process, or something's going to take work. I just keep getting something as like a learning process. Now it seems too like there is something in front of you that you're not seeing. Like whatever it is that you're in search of, or whatever it is that you're waiting for, like is there, you just haven't noticed it. Or maybe you know it's there, but you're not ready to acknowledge it. And there's several energies around you, so could be a fire sign, earth sign, or a Libra. I feel like someone's watching you, and I feel like someone is observing you. Someone is observing you and planning their approach. I feel like if someone has been reading you, this person is aware of something. Maybe they're aware of what you need, and they're at the same time aware of where they are in their life. And I feel like maybe someone knows that they need to be emotionally available for you. And if they don't feel like they can give that to you, then they're not going to approach you just yet. But they're like keeping you close or keeping you in mind. I I know it sounds kind of bad depending on, how you are taking it, but I'm getting that someone has like put you in their favorites or saved you for later, or has you on a back burner. But like I said, it's more so because of the stage that they're in their life right now. I feel like they know that they need to be ready. So they're not going to like put you in a situation prematurely. I feel too that there's something creatively going on with you. You may be learning about some sort of gift or talent that you have, and you can get paid for it, but something is still like in the early stages, early development. I feel like you are fine tuning some sort of gift that you have. Even if you have started charging people or selling something that you made or created, I feel like right now you're doing what you think is fair. You're like, you know what? I'm just now learning about this. I'm only going to charge, $5 for this, or I'm only going to charge blah blah blah. And you feel like, you're trying to be fair with yourself and with others. And then I feel that once your gift develops or once you feel validated, then you're going to up the price on something. Now, I'm getting this in a, sense of business, but it can still be applied to another area in your life. Yeah, I'm seeing something mature. Someone is gradually maturing. Your money could be gradually maturing. Your talent, something is gradually maturing. Another thing I'm getting is that there's a lot of influential people around you, or maybe there's a lot of people telling you things or giving you input. And I feel like you are taking notes from people, but you're not necessarily applying anything that people are telling you because you're trying to figure out something for yourself. You're like, okay, I'm going to take a mental note of this. Okay, I'm going to take. So you also could be like saving things or filing things away. And as you come to your own understanding, that's when you'll make your own decision. Because right now, you could have people around you wanting you to make a decision that they're suggesting. They're like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But, you know, you have to do what you feel is best for you. And that's what I see you doing. Now, maybe it's how these cards are depicted, but I do feel like in a love situation, someone is kind of viewing you like prey. And I know that can be used in a negative sense. I'm not getting that energy. Although, yes, be cautious. Be careful when you walk to your car. Be careful, you know, when you're at home by yourself, whatever. But I feel like this is more so like watching you because they want to approach you. So basic old school energy. Old school. Very like tribal. Okay, now I'm seeing something too going on with someone's weight situation is going up and down, back and forth. I don't know whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight. If you're trying to gain weight, then good, because I feel like that is what's happening. But if you're trying to lose weight, there may be some disappointment. It seems like you lose and then something is stalling. It may be that you're needing to review certain things that you're incorporating into your diet or any type of habits that you have. And I also kind of feel that there's someone who admires your physical appearance, even if you feel that you're struggling. I feel like there is someone who is viewing you and they're like, I like it. And it's kind of funny. Like sometimes I joke and be like, how do you know your soulmate doesn't want you a specific way? And it's like, that's so that they can recognize you. And I'm kind of getting that energy. Like you could be a certain type of way or look a certain type of way physically, not just weight wise, but just certain physical features that before you came here to this earth, this was something that was discussed before you came here. So it's kind of like, this is what your soulmate is looking for. They're like, I'm looking for you. I'm trying to recognize that, you know, this is what we agreed to. So this is what I'm looking for. And I kind of feel that someone's physical appearance has something to do with an agreement that was made before they came here. So that may have something to do with why something is like fluctuating when it comes to your physical appearance. If you feel like you've also been overspending, I feel that you're trying to balance out your finances. Also, something's going on because your peace is disturbed. I feel like with your peace being disturbed, you know, is throwing you off in other areas of your life. In a health situation, you might want to also check your kidneys. Okay, I see you guys getting paid for something. You might start to make more money. Not a whole lot more, but just more than what you were making. Okay, I feel like something is also shifting in regards to your career too. I feel like someone is being quiet. Someone isn't saying something or talking about something. Someone might be hiding. I feel like there is someone who misses you, but there isn't. It seems like you guys stopped talking or there hasn't been any communication. Someone might be waiting for you to respond. I don't know, to, let's say for instance, you deactivated your social media. This person had DM'd you before you did that. Or right after they DM'd you, you never got the message. And it seems like this person is just like waiting for a response. I feel like somebody is single, but they still think about you, or vice versa. You are single, but you still care about somebody else. I feel like maybe too, you still believe that someone is your soulmate, or they feel that way about you. I do feel like, again, there's more observing than action going on. Instead of someone asking you, just asking you if you're single, I feel like they're trying to figure it out for themselves. Yeah. You might have a fire sign that is keeping tabs. Someone also might be getting readings on you to see if you're single or in a relationship. Kind of feels too like somebody may be calling you from an anonymous number or unknown number. Even if you sending these people right to voicemail or blocking them, I just still feel like somebody is trying to reach out to you from an anonymous phone number. For some of you too, it seems like you're trying to run away from your past. There also may be a fire sign that is intentionally sabotaging something between you and an earth sign, or vice versa, as an earth sign trying to sabotage something between you and a fire sign. Also, I feel like someone's true intentions are going to be exposed. Whether these are good or bad intentions, I just feel like they're going to be exposed. All right, so we'll move on to deck number 3. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, overall energy, Eight of Swords, Magician, and Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I kind of feel like off the bat, there is someone who is stringing you along, or maybe playing mind games. I feel like somebody is in and out of your life. I feel that you might be caught up in some sort of a pattern. And I also kind of feel that for some of you, not everyone, that spell work is at work. Someone is doing some sort of spell work on you, or you have been doing it to somebody. But I really feel like somebody is like doing something to keep you stuck. I feel like someone is not wanting you to move forward or progress. Now, it could be that maybe you broke up with someone and this person doesn't want you moving on from them or finding anyone else. So they might be doing things to, keep you stuck. And I always have to say that, I truly feel that whatever is meant to be will be. So if something is for you, I feel like they can't truly keep you away. They can probably, cause some sort of distractions or delays. But if it's meant for someone new to come into your life, they will. But nevertheless, I still kind of feel like somebody's doing something. I also get that someone is communicating indirectly over and over again, and this person's stuck. They can't seem to stop doing something even though it's not working. Yeah. I feel like someone is just doing the same thing over and over again. It's just not doing anything. You also may just overall need to get out of your head your own negative thinking or thoughts may be preventing you from moving forward. I do feel like there is some sort of anxiety. You might be dealing with some sort of anxiety, overthinking things or thinking the worst. And I do get manipulation as well. But like I said, this can be something that you are bringing on yourself. I feel like you're also trying not to think about somebody, or you're trying not to think about a situation, but you're having a hard time moving on or letting go of these thoughts. There could also be an earth sign coming towards you, but this person's a handful. This person may also feel obligated to you in some way. I feel like you're also going to be very busy, or feel like maybe you've taken on more than you can handle. But I feel if you are feeling overwhelmed or pressured that something's getting ready to come to an end, it's like just when you feel like, you can't take on anymore. You just can't. I do feel that, you're nearing the end of this struggle, whatever it is. And you're going to either get some sort of help or just some sort of relief from whatever struggles that you're dealing with. Okay. At work, you might take on a lot of responsibilities. Your job might require you to do a lot. I feel like you're needing to change some things or rearrange certain things that are going on in your life. Rearrange priorities, your schedule. And I feel too like maybe something fell apart in your life that you need to rebuild. Something could be going on with your living situation. Either you may be getting ready to move, or you're making plans to move or relocate, or someone may be getting ready to move in with you, and there's some sort of arrangements being made. I feel like there is a need to discuss people's schedules and expectations. Just certain things I feel like are being put on paper. Something needs to be documented. You need to have some sort of a reference to go back to. I feel like you're also going to be filling out a lot of paperwork, so definitely could be moving. Maybe these are papers to a lease, but especially more so like if you're purchasing a house, because I feel like there is a lot of paperwork involved. Or maybe you're even trying to sell your house. Either way, I feel like there's going to be a lot of paperwork involved. I feel like you're also having to make practical decisions. I feel like you're looking at responsible things. I feel like you might feel very responsible this week, or like you have to deal with a lot of responsibilities and you don't really have too much time to play. You also maybe, if it is about having fun, then somebody is planning a party. So either you are planning some sort of party or celebration, or someone's planning that for you. But this also could be part of your job, like you're some sort of event coordinator or something. If you're in a relationship and you guys haven't really had time for each other, I feel like you guys are trying to find time for one another. You're having to work around each other's schedules. Maybe you're both really busy and it's been causing some sort of strain on the relationship. So I feel like you guys are having to come together and like set aside a time to like make a date. It's like, yes, it's gotten to that point where you got to plan, date night. You've got to plan some intimacy because you've both just been so busy. So you have, if you want the relationship to work, you're going to have to fit it in. So I feel like you're having to have some sort of practical approach to your relationship. Somebody's been thinking about you a lot. Oh, what just fell out? The King of Swords. So either an air sign has been thinking about you a lot, or if you are an air sign, there's somebody that you've been thinking about a lot, or vice versa. You get what I'm saying. And then too, I just feel like that has something to do with someone's thoughts. I feel like someone is strategically planning on how they want to move forward with you. Somebody is feeling rejected, and I feel like this person is having a hard time coming out of that. I don't know if you rejected this person in the past or if something else happened to them personally, but this person is having a hard time approaching you. I kind of feel like maybe you know this person, or you've at least interacted with this person before, and this person's just watching you now, especially if they're an earth sign. And I feel like this person is wondering where you are. They're like, where are you? I feel like this person misses you. And it seems to like they have been trying to be vulnerable or open up or transparent, but it's like their efforts are going unnoticed. And I feel like this person is wanting to give up. And part of the issue is that, you know, like I said, I feel like somebody is just being too indirect and they're doing the same thing over and over. I'm getting frustrated just looking at it. Like, I know that there's someone who wants to talk to you, but they won't. And they, whatever method they're doing is not working, but they keep doing it anyway. Kind of feels too like maybe somebody is trying to step in and intervene to help a situation. I don't know. I feel like you might receive some sort of compliment or some sort of help. I feel like someone is trying to do something nice for you, but at the same time, they don't feel appreciated. I don't know if someone's putting in a good word for you. Or maybe this is what you've been doing. You're like putting in a good word for somebody, but then they don't show up to work. But the main part of this is that I feel like somebody is just doing something that is too indirect, and so their efforts are unnoticed. I feel like someone also is maybe hiding or doesn't want to be in a spotlight, but someone is still being noticed. It's kind of like you can't hide. I feel like someone's trying to blend in, but they can't. It's like someone just still sticks out. I don't feel like it's a negative thing, but I just feel like something can't be hidden. It's even kind of making me think of something simple like, let's say you haven't heard from somebody and but this person is still thinking about you because they keep coming out in your reading. So I feel like something like that is happening where it's like you can't hide. Like you're not, just because I haven't heard from you doesn't mean that you aren't in my energy because you're showing up in my readings. Something like that. It's like somebody is trying to hide or not be seen, but they can't. Or, just the same thing as someone who is popular or famous and they're trying to be normal and go shopping, but it's like you can't do that. Like, oh, you can wear those sunglasses, but everybody recognizes that hair. Everybody recognizes that stature. Like, you can't hide. Like, something's going on where I feel like someone is trying to blend in, but they can't. I'm getting the energy of royalty or like king or queen status. So I don't know if you feel that you have some sort of royal bloodline, or if you do. I just feel like it's still coming out. Like maybe someone's trying to get away from their family name or whatever, and it's just like, fame follows you where you go. Money follows you. I mean, I think those are good things, but maybe someone does want privacy or they just want some time to themselves. Or just want to remain humble, grounded, down to earth. I feel like something's almost complete. Something is almost finished being built or established. Okay, so I'm also getting something is manifesting once something is aligned, and something is almost in perfect formation in the sky. And that will be when this opportunity presents itself to you. I feel that, like I said, I feel like something has already been established. And now something's gonna grow from it. Something also looks like being completely healed, recovered, especially if from a broken heart. I feel like maybe someone is ready to move on, ready to meet new people. Yeah. If you have been having a hard time letting go of someone, maybe you've been holding on to somebody for years or months, but you've been in a process of constantly trying to move on from this person, working on yourself. I feel like that work is basically complete. And because it's complete, any moment you'll be able to start your life with someone new. It's also just kind of making me think of like if you were to start a business. Let's say you were going to open up some sort of retail shop. I feel like everything's in place, everything's complete. Now all you have to do is open up. But maybe you're like, okay, I'm going to open up, but I don't want to open up until this date or that date. Maybe you're waiting for something an auspicious date or time. And when that happens, that's when you'll open your business. So, like I said, it looks like something's been fulfilled or completed. It's just a matter of time before this next chapter starts. Something else I'm getting too. You also may feel like you're finished being friends with someone. Or maybe you feel like your job has been complete as far as a work situation. You're just waiting for the right time to walk out. I feel like somebody has thought about something for a long time. They kept telling themselves that they were going to do it. And then I feel like they're going to actually do it. So it's something that maybe you keep saying that you're going to do and you hadn't done it yet. I feel like you're going to finally do it. I feel like you're also going to have some sort of a breakthrough. Or it's like you're having a sense of liberation or freedom, being free from some type of work or obligation. Someone also may be getting ready to be released, whether this person was on house arrest or in, jail, prison. It's possible that someone's getting ready to be released. You also might receive some sort of confirmation or message concerning this. If someone has been locked up and they're getting ready to be released, I feel that plans are being put in place. It's like someone is already trying to figure out living arrangements for this person. Someone is trying to line up a job. Someone is trying to line up everything for someone once they're released. Yeah, there's definitely some strategic plan in place. Someone is strategizing. In business, I feel that there's some sort of business plan, or, there's something in place. I feel like the key factors are all lined up, and now it's just a matter of arranging things in the order they need to be done. In a love situation, I feel that there's someone who's been observing you and strategizing on how to approach you. And I feel like they've been kind of rearranging some things in their mind or in their plan. And then at some point, this person is coming forward. I do feel like someone likes to be in control, and someone only does things on their terms or when they're good and ready. This person has to be the dominant one. Um, hmm. And I feel too like just something's getting ready to manifest. Especially if you've been patiently waiting for something for so long. It's like it finally blossoms. Um, I also feel that someone may be viewing you like they want to build with you, but I also feel like someone literally wants to either impregnate you, or if you are already a parent, I feel like they're viewing you as someone, I'm sorry, let's say that they have children or a child. I feel like they are viewing you as someone who can be a mother or a father to their child. Like they view you as a nurturing person, or they're wanting someone who's nurturing. And then if this is strictly about some sort of business partnership, I feel like they are viewing you as someone who can help them to nurture and grow their business. So, yeah. So those are the messages that I have. Hopefully some things resonated, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.